motorhomediaries.com.
So I'm here in Portland, Oregon with professional nurse Ed Wood. Ed, thanks for being Motorhome Diaries.
Thank you.
So Ed and I were just inside our meetup location here called Branch, and he was telling me some stories that he's about his work and what he's seen. So I just thought we'd sit down with him and hear his perspective.
Supposedly all us nurses are behind the new Healthcare Act, and we want a single-payer system, and that's not true. I would have to say we might not, people that are against it, these are actually nurses that work in hospitals. They're actually against the healthcare single-payer plan or all this stuff that's going on right now. If it's not half of it, it's a super large minority, and we don't even have a voice.
So why is that? Why would you say half or more of nurses are against this, like healthcare, like government getting more involved in healthcare?
Because we see where government involvement makes things worse for people. When people don't pay for stuff, they abuse it, and they think that they don't have any gratitude for it, you know. But when you pay for something, you're happy to get it, and you're happy for the guy that sold it to you too. In healthcare, we're not allowed to be that way. It's kind of like a lot of the talk going on right now is that any kind of profit made in healthcare is evil. And I don't get that. How are you going to have something if you can't pay for it? You know, these hospitals take their profits and turn it around. I'm sure the doctors get paid a lot and the administrators get paid, but they're working hard too.
So what would you tell someone who is strongly in favor of government getting more involved in the healthcare sector? What would you tell them? Like, what would be the alternative?
The alternative is more market stuff. I think, like, if and the Congress has the power to do this too, eliminate all the laws that keep the insurance companies from competing across state lines. Just competing across state lines would frickin' make things immensely better. It would immediately lower the price of insurance. And why couldn't they just do something simple like that instead of a 1,500-page bill? I don't think they don't want to make things better. They want to have more power is what's going on. I really feel like that. Because if they really wanted to make things better, they do things. There's a guy in New York that opened up a clinic, and for like $500 a year, you can go in there and you only have to pay like a $5 copay or something like that for whatever they do it. They'll stitch you up, give you some Tylenol or Vicodin or whatever if you break a finger or something simple like that. But the insurance commission in New York is trying to shut him down. I don't know if he did or not. You've probably read this. I probably picked that story up off of one of the sites. But you know, it's incredible. That was like so cool. What a great idea. Oh, let's ruin it. You know, this guy is actually trying to help people that don't have as much money. He's actually trying to do that, but he's going to make a little bit of money for doing it, so it's wrong. How is that wrong? It doesn't make sense. You know, it's even like Ron Paul, you know, I guess he still delivers babies sometimes, and he just takes cash for it. And there's no reason there shouldn't be things like that. The government is so deep in it. I consider myself working for the government now, because all the money we get is Medicare money. Everything we do is governed by some regulatory body that might as well be the government. We get new rules every year. I've kind of gotten off the floor lately, and I'm kind of glad, because it's almost hard to keep up with all the stuff that you're going to get in trouble with if you don't do this, that, or keep this charted, or keep this piece of paper or that. It's really sad. You really get to see that bureaucratic creep when you're in healthcare, and it's getting worse all the time. And it's just this whole idea that we're going to manipulate people into doing the right thing instead of letting them decide to do it. It's the manipulation that really pisses me off.
So Ed, you dropped a lot of new ideas tonight. Where else would you encourage people to check out to learn more about like these and other similar ideas?
Oh, freeagents.com, Strike the Root. Who's that guy, Lou Rockwell? I like frickin' Reason magazine. I love that. That's my homepage, because it's like really good. I don't always agree with everything they say, but it's like a good step through the door and it's good journalism. Nurses are not lockstep, you know. There's liberal nurses and there are conservative nurses, and then there's, you know, a smaller percentage of us that are libertarians or whatever. But we are not in lockstep.